I'm going to explain to you why you need to try boxing and how boxing helped in changing my life. We've got 3 categories I'm going to speak over: mental, physical and emotional. Firstly, I'm going to go over the physical. I was a big kid growing up. I've always been a big kid. When I started boxing at 16, I was weighing just over 100 kg. That was a lot of weight. So although I had muscle and I was strong, I was a fat kid. I was a fat kid. That's the truth. What did boxing do? Boxing meant that I was sparring and fighting with guys that were just naturally way bigger than me. They was lean, but weighing 90 to 100 kg. There was men, in fact. I was having to spar with men because there was no boys my size. So what that meant is that I had to diet, I had to lose the weight. And if anyone here knows about losing weight, when you're a beginner, when you're an expert and you know what you're doing, it's calories in versus calories out. When you're a beginner, your whole life has to change. You start thinking about, hold on, why am I going there? If I go there, I'm going to eat bad. When I talk to XYZ, I'm going to eat bad. Everything around your life has to change for you to become the person that can lose the weight. So physically, it made me stronger, faster, fitter. I was a big kid, so I played rugby at a decent level, but my fitness was nowhere near where I thought it was. It really wasn't. So boxing developed me as a man. The boxing firstly developed me physically to be fit and strong. Now when we talk about mental, it kind of all correlates and matches and slides together. But for me, my physical development made my mental development that much more easier. Because when you're training hard, when you're dieting, watching what you eat, weighing yourself, you're collecting a lot of data, analyzing a lot of data, and you're trying to make it have a positive correlation. That improves your mindset. It makes you more focused, more determined, more driven. You feel weak sometimes, you want to give up, but you say, no, fuck this. I've given a lot, I've pushed hard, and I'm going to keep pushing hard. Do you understand? That's how it develops your mindset. It makes you, what did it say? Iron sharpens iron. Well, it's basically saying it's hard times that make strong men, or strong people. In fact, it's strong people. It's not just men, it's strong people. And that's how boxing shaped me mentally. Fighting. I've taken losses. You fighting, you take a loss, you get depressed, but you bounce back. And now that's going to overlap into the emotional side of things. How boxing helped me as a man emotionally. Emotions and mindset is very related. And it's like, confidence wise, I may have come across very confident, but I wasn't. And even though you're probably thinking that's mentality, isn't it? But if you're confident, then you're going to emotionally feel better. You're going to feel better about yourself. So I started to feel better about myself. And when you feel better about yourself, in turn, what that does is it helps you handle your emotions and handle how you're feeling. In fact, I'm going to relate this back to physical side of things. Have you ever held a plank for 2, 3, 4+ minutes? Emotionally, you're dying inside. But what that does to you is that you have to stay strong mentally, strong emotionally. You have to battle against your emotions. And I don't want to make this sound, like a toxic, because it's not toxic at all. It's about building and strengthening you. And sometimes you have to be strong enough to ignore certain emotions so you can have a better outcome. That's a summary video of the 3 things that boxing developed in me: mindset, my emotions, and my physical body. And that's the reason why I believe if you haven't boxed or done any form of martial arts, you definitely should. We're all warriors in God's garden. On the round earth, God's garden, we're all warriors. And when you actually partake in a combatant sport, what that does is it strengthens what's already inside of you, the warrior that's already inside of you. I believe if you want to be the strongest, best version of yourself, you should partake. You haven't got to fight, just go to the gym, learn the skills, spar if you need to, Or if you can, spar, train, and just watch how boxing will help you grow.